In a world overflowing with distractions, uncertainties, and endless noise, many of us feel something quietly stirring beneath the surface. It's not fear. It's not anxiety. It's a soft whisper, a gentle pull, as if something deep within is trying to remind us of a truth we've forgotten. That truth is this: there's a hidden power inside you, not outside, not in the future, right here, right now, already within you. This power is not something you need to earn or fight for. It's a sacred gift, something divine, placed within you since the moment you were born. But most people live their entire lives unaware of it, too caught up in the rush of everyday survival. So let me ask you, have you ever felt like something is missing? Like there's more to life than what you're experiencing? That inner pull, that quiet ache, is not a mistake. It's a call to remember who you really are. The inner awakening. The awakening of your inner power doesn't begin with fireworks or sudden miracles. It begins in silence, in the still moments, in the brief seconds of calm that make no sense in the middle of chaos. Like when you catch yourself staring at the sky after a stressful day, and suddenly you feel peace. Or when you're around someone who radiates calm, and you find yourself longing for that same serenity. That quiet moment, that feeling, is not just comfort, it's a spark, a clue, a reminder that something sacred lies within you, waiting. You see, we often search for answers in the external world, but the real journey, the most important one, is inward. It begins with a choice to stop, to listen, and to remember. Remember that who you truly are is not defined by what you do, what others say, or what you've been through. It's defined by something much deeper, something timeless, divine, and unshakable. The hidden power, according to Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the science of mind philosophy, once said, "Within each person is a hidden power that, once discovered, can transform their entire life." Now pause for a moment and imagine, what if your life isn't a series of random events? What if your outer world is simply a mirror reflecting your inner state, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions? For example, someone who constantly believes, "I'm unlucky," will naturally notice more problems, more obstacles, more proof that life is hard. But someone who believes, "Life is guiding me," will interpret even challenges as redirections and growth. It's not magic, it's resonance. Your thoughts broadcast an energy, and life responds to that signal. The power Holmes speaks of isn't something abstract. It's the ability to shape your reality through the lens you choose to see it through. It's the awareness that you are not just living life. You are creating it. The force of faith and belief. But this power isn't automatic. It doesn't activate just because you heard about it. It requires something essential: faith. And let's be clear, faith isn't blind hope. Faith is a deep inner trust, a knowing beyond logic. Faith is what allows you to move forward even when the path is unclear. It's the fuel that carries you through fear. It's the voice that says, "Keep going," when everything else tells you quit. The greatest example of this is Jesus. His life wasn't just about miracles. It was about faith in motion. When he walked on water, when he healed the sick, when he fed thousands with just a few loaves of bread. Those weren't simply stories. They were demonstrations of what happens when belief becomes embodiment. And you don't need to perform miracles to live with faith. You just need to act from a place of trust. Let's say you feel called to start something new, a business, a dream, a move, but fear holds you back. Faith is taking that first step anyway, even with trembling hands, even without guarantees, because you know something greater is guiding you, mastering your thoughts, Now, if faith is the engine, your thoughts are the steering wheel. What you think about day after day, moment after moment, creates your experience of life. Your thoughts are like seeds. Plant fear, you'll grow more fear. Plant love, you'll grow more love. Imagine your mind as a garden. Are you watering the weeds of doubt, anxiety, and negativity? Or are you planting seeds of hope, peace, and expansion? Let's say you wake up and tell yourself, this day will be hard. You've already programmed your mind to expect resistance. But if you start your day with, today is full of new possibilities. Even if things go wrong, your mind is now trained to seek growth. And just like a garden doesn't bloom overnight, your life won't either. But every conscious thought, every intentional belief becomes part of your transformation. Transformation through the cocoon. Let's talk about change. Real, lasting change. It's not always beautiful at first. In fact, it often looks like darkness. Think of a caterpillar. It doesn't become a butterfly by simply wishing. It enters a cocoon, dark, tight, silent. Everything it knew dissolves. And that's exactly how real transformation often feels. Maybe you're in your cocoon right now. Maybe things are uncertain. You feel stuck, lost, confused. But what if this isn't the end? What if it's a beginning? The sacred space where your old self melts away so your true self can rise? When you shift your inner narrative, when you begin to replace fear with trust, you don't just change how you think. You change who you are becoming. The cocoon isn't a punishment. It's preparation for your wings. Living from your inner power. Awakening your power is one thing. Living from that power, that's a lifelong commitment. It's like the work of a gardener. You plant a seed. You water it. You wait. You don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust the process. Living with inner power means doing your part. Thinking with intention, acting with love, showing up with faith, and trusting that the universe is doing its part too. It's choosing to stay aligned with your truth, even when the world around you tries to pull you off center. It's choosing gratitude over comparison, presence over distraction, trust over control. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. And the more you live in alignment with this power, the more life begins to reflect it back to you. The power has always been with you. Here's the truth. The power you've been looking for has never been outside of you. Not in a book, not in another person, not in the future. It's been inside you this entire time, waiting. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are powerful. You are guided. You are ready. You don't need to see the whole path. Just take the next step, because with every step forward, the power within you begins to rise. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to live asleep. You were meant to remember. So breathe deep, quiet the noise, and remember this: you didn't come here by accident. You came here to awaken, to heal, to rise, to become exactly who you were always meant to be. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to The Healing Vibe. We're here to help you reconnect with your soul, reawaken your power, and live with more intention, peace, and purpose. Subscribe now and join a community that believes in the power within you, because healing isn't just a process, it's a remembering. Welcome to The Healing Vibe.